hating on you with their friends, girl, you got it.
So, you are now tuned into Let's Talk Podcast, where we talk less and do more. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, that I posted this video earlier. So I was initially going to get on here and say, like, I'm just in a funky mood. That's why I didn't drop an episode today, but that would be a lie, and I'm not a liar. I despise or demise, whatever it is, liars. I don't like liars. So I'm just going to get on here and say I'm just uncertain. I love podcasting. I'm never going to stop podcasting. I'm going to be 90, like, and today but I'm just uncertain. I have a bunch of topics I want to discuss. I have a bunch of people I would love to be guests, but right now I'm just uncertain on like my next move. And I don't want to just seem like I'm just throwing something out there just to say like, oh, here go episode, here go episode, here go episode. I really just want to perfect my craft, and I'm going to just take this week off. It kills me, and tomorrow I might drop an episode, but as of today, there will be no episode for Let's Talk Podcast. I'm taking a little hiatus to just get some clarity. That's today. Tomorrow I might drop some. You just never know. Basically, I said what I said. This morning I woke up. I just worked a 12-hour shift. I was exhausted. I took a little nap. I woke up. I got dressed, went to head out to record, and I just was uncertain. I have at least 15 topics that I can talk about. That I'm going to talk about, that I want to talk about, but today it just I wasn't feeling any of those, and I just basically said what I said in that video, that I'm just feeling uncertain, and I don't want to just get on here and just talk about something I'm not passionate about at this time, at this moment. I'm in a gray area. Personally, I have a few things going on. Mentally, I have a few things going on. Physically, I have not been to the gym in 3 whole weeks. I'm just mentally, I'm all over the place. I have some stuff that I'm wrapping up, I'm getting through, and I'm just not in the headspace, and I don't have the time right now to commit to the gym, and that is like tearing me down. I honestly feel like that is why everything is just chaotic, because I have not been to the gym in 3 weeks. The gym is the start of my day. I wake up, I go to the gym, my day coast. Like, I coast through the rest of the day. It's like, that's my thing. And since I have not done that in the last 3 weeks, my day has just been, that's just how my day went. That's not my day. My days have been like, so I'm going to make this episode, it's going to be like a little series of different things I'm going to talk about. Like, one of the reasons we feel uncertain is because we compare ourselves and our journey and our day 30 to someone else's day 1,025,146, and comparison is the thief of joy. And I know that sounds cliche, but sometimes we do it unknowingly. Like, I'm noticing now, just surfing the internet is just like, it's overwhelming, because you will see posts and it'll be like, you should be doing this, and this, and if you're not doing this, then you a bum. And it'd be like, damn, like, okay. But social media is literally smoke and mirrors, and I feel like when you understand that, you just at a different place mentally than 75% of our peers. You are the only person that's going to get you out that funk. You cannot look to nobody to save you. You can watch as many of these videos as you want. You can read as many self-help books as you want. You can go to as many seminars as you possibly can. The only person that's going to upgrade your life, reinvent yourself, get you out of this funky mood is you. And it's literally that simple. When you wake up and you make up in your mind, I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to work like this anymore. I don't want to look like this anymore. I don't want to talk like this anymore. I don't want to talk to these type of people. I don't want to associate with these type of people. I don't want to follow these type of people online. When you make that decision up in your brain, that is when you start doing things that support that decision that you made. And once you start doing those things that supports that decision, stuff in your life will just change. And I'm so mad at myself because I always do this and I always get the ball rolling and then I drop the ball at the slightest inconvenience. Something not go my way, I go crazy. All bets are off. What's the meme? Take me out. Cut the show. Take me out. Period. That's how I feel about everything. If the slightest inconvenience can throw off my whole day, and I pray to God I get rid of that. The most small thing can happen. I could be rushing to work and my gas light come on. When I knew the night before I should have got gas, but now I'm mad. I'm angry. A person like could text me, "Have a good day at work." Like, I need that to change. I don't want to be like that anymore. So I'm doing things to support that decision. Okay? So the meat of this video is basically going to be, I'm not talking why women should make their own money. That's going to be my episode for next week. I'm going to stay on topic and just talk about being in that gray area and feeling uncertain. One thing I am going to try to do is plan stuff out more. Always say, like, I want some type of structure, I want to plan, and I just always say it, and I never do it. One thing I have committed to is making my the calendar on my wall is dry erase. I write my days in. I write down little things like episode, this need to go on this day, this need to go on this day. Every time I wake up, that's the first thing I see, and it's in red. Literally the first thing I see, I write it in red, so I can't miss it. So if I'm just not doing it, I'm just being lazy. And that was last week's episode. Go watch that, how to get out of your lazy girl era. It's so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to just blabber on. I really want this episode to stay centered on feeling uncertain and being in that gray area and how I personally am trying to get out of it. Personally, I said I was going through something personal. Personally, I'm in a little situation where I'm dating someone and I just don't see it moving in the right direction. We have fun, we have a blast. My man is what it's the delusion in my head is my man. In reality, it's just like, what are we doing? Nothing. Okay. But no, it's just oftentimes we don't know what exactly is making us feel a certain way. Like me, we could be fine. Like we could be fine. We cool. But in the back of my mind, I'm really not cool because I'm trying to figure out where this situation is going. But I got a headache, or I'm irritated at work, or I'm just feeling weird. And that is because that situation, I'm trying to just avoid it and not solve it, meaning ask the questions that I need answers to. And another reason we don't ask the questions that we need answers to is because we don't like the answer that we're going to get. Yeah, so that's another thing I hate about myself. I'm not that girl to be like, tell me the truth, nothing but the truth and the whole truth, or help you God. I'm not that girl. Like, nobody wants to be lied to. I do not want to be lied to. I'm not saying that don't cancel me before I pop. But I am saying, like, some things are better left unsaid. That's my opinion. Some things are better left unsaid, especially if you're in a situation and you know the situation, so you kind of know what's going on. I don't need you to add fuel to the fire. And that sounds horrible, actually saying it. It sounds better when I'm just thinking it, but this is just me being transparent. If you see my man out and you feel like he's doing something and you feel like it's something that you're going to tell me that's going to piss me off, but if you don't tell me this, I'll never know. I am fine with not knowing. I'm sorry. That's just me, and it's just like, you can call me naive, you can call me stupid, but it's just some things are just better left unsaid. Like, because when it's time for me to know that, everything done in the dark is going to come to light. So I'm going to know, or I could already know, but you don't know that. So I just feel like, don't call me. Okay? Yeah. So basically, back to the topic of the conversation, I just feel like when we avoid certain situations, it rolls over into other aspects of our life. Like my personal life, I feel like it rolls over to me being at work sometimes. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm just irritated. I'm not irritated because I'm here. I'm not tired. I got my rest. I set my alarm. I got up. I did what I needed to do. But I'm irritated because something that I've been putting off and avoiding is conjuring up in my brain nonstop. So I'm really not able to, come to work and perform my job to my best ability. And the solution for that is simply to just don't avoid situations because they are uncomfortable. Go through it. I am a proud advocate of going through the motions. One thing about wearing lash extensions it's like when you cry, they get so crunchy. But I'm going through my motions. If I have to cry, I'm gonna cry it out, laugh it out, talk it out, fight it out. I'm joking, I don't want to fight, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a proud advocate of going through the motions. This goes back to when you're trying to get over, it's some people who get over people by getting under someone else, and I do not. I'm sorry, and it'll be like, I know I can go on a date, I can do this, and I'll just be over it. But will I really? Because when that date is over with, I'm still gonna be thinking about the person. I'm trying not to think about why I'm with this person that I shouldn't be with. I've done it before plenty times, and it's just always a slap in the face, and it's kind of bold because I feel like I'm using the other person, and it's just not right, and I don't think you should do it. So I honestly feel like when you're in that gray area, like I'm talking about, and you're just uncertain of a bunch of things, like for me it's podcasting or work or me going back to nursing school. I only have one class left, literally 6 weeks left and I'm done. Me going back to school, me staying in Michigan and enrolling my daughter in school, or just waiting and moving to Texas or wherever I choose to move to and enrolling her in school then. It's a lot of things that I need to figure out. But instead of me sitting down and figuring these things out, I am avoiding these things and doing other things to take my mind off of the important things. And then I'm wondering, while I'm trying to be at ease and I'm trying to get some rest, I'm up. And my brain feel like it's running a marathon because I have situations and I have obligations that I need to handle, and I am avoiding them. So when you are in a gray area like the one I feel like I'm in right now, my best advice is to not avoid it. Figure it out. Go through the motions. You may have to cry. You may have to laugh. Like earlier, I told my sister, like, can we go to lunch? She's like, oh, I said, I need to go to lunch with my sister today. I need to. Sometimes you just have to, you got to sit down and you got to write down all your issues, like everything that's going on in your mind. Write it down, and then as you're writing it down, you can also write down what are you going to do to solve it, or you can be thinking of ways to solve that problem. But avoiding multiple situations, avoiding one situation is going to lead to avoid another situation, going to lead to avoid another situation. So my best advice for that is to really sit down and figure it out. Like I keep saying, go through the motions. It's always good to have a friend or have somebody close to you that's going to go through that with you, or not go through with you, but just be there as moral support. But you don't always have that, so you have to be ready to do it alone. And I honestly believe when you do it alone, you're more honest about it, because it's you versus you. You don't have to mask it, or you don't have to pacify it or make it sound a little better than what it is, because you could be embarrassed or you could feel ashamed or whatever. It's best to really go through it alone, so you can be 100% vulnerable, 100% honest with yourself. You know what you're going through, but sometimes you got to speak it, you got to write it, you got to read it, and you have to really sit and go through the motions. This is embarrassing, but this is what it is. And I'm going to do this to make sure I'm never in this situation again. You have to. And that's what I have to do. I'm at work right now. I feel like when I'm at work, that's when my brain is at ease. My daughter is safe and sound. I have no other obligations right now but to work and take care of my patients. And I have a lot of downtime because I work midnights and they're asleep most of the time. but this is the perfect opportunity for me to sit and think. When I'm at work, I get most of my thinking done. I have the most brilliant ideas. I can write down my podcast episodes for the rest of the year if I wanted to, and I've done it before, but it just always changes because, you know, the universe, it just happens. But I'm really I'm just trying to get my shit together. When it's all said and done, I just want to be all the way together. Like I said, I have 6 weeks left of nursing school. When I'm finished school and I'm working as a nurse, I want to have the best of the best. I'm just ready to be all the way together, mind, body, and soul. Like my the way I'm so eager to be my best self is how I know I can't lose. Like, I can't lose. And once I stay consistent, like I've been consistent, it's gonna pop. Everything I desire is already mine. I'm just putting in the legwork, really. My name is already on it. It's already mine. So, like I said, when you're feeling uncertain and you're feeling like you're in that gray area, sometimes you just gotta sit back and reevaluate everything. Step back and reevaluate everything. And no shortcuts. Stop at all those stop signs, stop at all those red lights, and you sit and you wait. And when it's your turn, it's gonna happen. And I tell myself that all the time, because sometimes, like today, I just feel like my solo episodes don't get that many views. So what am I doing? I'm asking people to come on the show. They're telling me they will, but they're not giving me their availability. Like, what do? Do I just take a break? But if I take a break, are they gonna forget about let's talk, and I'm gonna have to start all the way over? My mind goes crazy. But like I stated before, you have to go through the motions, and you cannot take no shortcuts. When it's my time, which is now, long as I stay consistent, everything is gonna go exactly how it's supposed to. Today was hard for me. I got a lot of encouraging words off of the video I posted earlier, and I appreciate that. And then I was sitting at work, and I'm like, I got something to say. Period. I think this is episode 34 or 35, I'm not sure, because I'm so consistent. I drop episodes every week. Even today I said I wasn't dropping, but guess what's going up tonight? Period. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because I know there is someone, another woman, another man in this, another woman or a man in this world who is feeling uncertain, they're in that gray area, they're in their calling, and they feel like, is this really it? It's not moving as fast as I wanted to. It's not doing as good as I wanted it to do. What do I do now? And you go through the motions, and you keep working, and you keep being consistent, and you stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself to anybody. I don't care if it's somebody your same age, your same height, your same size, went to school with you, that's doing the exact same thing. Do not compare your life to theirs, because you are two totally different people. And that is all I have to say. Thank you for watching.